you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. So North Texas offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that kid.
Finds the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really nice first down run. I think you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hartman. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. North Texas in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Throws for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, North Texas.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Temple's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The toss to the outside. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Adams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Pitch.
That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Offense changing the play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun, looking for a man. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Oh, those hurts. I mean, you got him back up, you got him in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the second play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
And he takes this from
I actually have to get a certain amount of yards with my quarterback if I want to keep this guy.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. They had a win on the recruiting trail. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first.
Yeah, but I've kind of done the math on what I need, and I feel like I have this game, the conference championship game, and the playoff game, or not, sorry, the bowl game, I guess.
Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself.
Fucking block the guy.
He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half.
Threw it all
Trying
away.
to get more points on the board before the break. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
There we go. Takes the grab all He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
To the air, it's McCoy. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll move it in inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Takes a shot. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Owls.
Okay. Jesus.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen
Fucking
at the end of
nonsense.
the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that they have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's McCoy. Floating away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. And he gets to the line and spikes it. Very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That was bullshit, man.
Wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dagview Stadium.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the Heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's it.
Take it, Jackson. Let's go.
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the
How does he get...
pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
North Texas will try to pick up the fourth down here. He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to make magic of. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down.
No fucking way. No motherfucking way.
And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Yeah, I know.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going template.
Hard running there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block, offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. Flips it out to the back. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Breaks into the open on the back. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The mean green after that last run. Why not go back to the well? Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On second and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. They get it into the end zone and pay off that opportunity.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
But we just subbed that guy
That's a
out.
really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Green.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? goes from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Owls racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Pressure coming. He'll blow it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they're just trying to get to him.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
This is fucking nonsense. Complete and utter bullshit. That was fucking picked off.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch
The only reason they got any sort of fucking plays are two deep passes that happened.
Allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
6 for 120 and an 85-yard touchdown pass.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field.
Oh, was that the backup? I didn't realize that was the backup quarterback.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to throw.
Of course he drops it because it's time, right?
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
After misfiring, it's second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Might be calling a hot route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You're going to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put the 3-7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And this is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Incomplete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Gets it to the back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Dropping back, it's Adams. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Brutal.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
Clock is stopped
brutal.
for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spike didn't stop the clock. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He's
Dead.
gonna be
He
able
died.
to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You're down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And as the ball goes to the turf, the
So
clock
gay.
has hit 0. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players, getting to a bowl game.